What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So to start this video, guys, what we have is we have two free slips for you. So I have a $75 to win $284 for Chalkboard. This is going to be an MLB slip. And then I have a WNBA slip down below, which is $250 to win $527. So we're going to go over both of these slips right now here in just a minute. We're going to start with WNBA, then we'll go into baseball. If you guys do want to get both slips, make sure you guys watch to the end. I am going to pick a winner from yesterday's video to win a free month of our VIP. And if this video gets 250 likes, I'll pick another comment down below to win a free month. So make sure you guys do smash the like button. Drop a comment. You got to be subscribed to win, so hit that subscribe button. Looking at some of our wins from yesterday. We had another good day yesterday. We had Skeens and Joe Ryan, 50 to win 175. We've been running it up on Underdog, and we ran it up on Parlay Play yesterday. We did have this $35 to win 210 on Prizepicks, which was Medjol, Strider, and Matherin. We had, this is from the day before. I didn't mean to upload this one again. So this Logan Webb, Clay Holmes was from the day before. We did have Kershaw and Skeens, 250 to win 460. I gave this to you guys live on the video yesterday. So if you watched the video yesterday, then you had a nice little double up slip right here, or a little less than a double up. It's like a 1.85x, something like that. But it did cash. We had Nafisa Collier and Kiki. I'm not even sure how you say her last name. I'm not even going to attempt that right now. But 250 to win 525, cashed us out. We had one of my favorite slips I've made in a long time. I had SGA under 39.5 points. Bowden Francis over 3.5 hits allowed. Romy Gonzalez under 0.5 runs. And then Kiki, once again, over to 9.5 points, 250 to win 580. We had our Berger and Kershaw, 75 to win 170. Judge and Strider, 75 to win 153. And then Judge and Dobbins, 75 to win 183. So overall, another good day yesterday. I am going to go ahead and pick our winner from yesterday to win a free month. So the winner from yesterday's video is going to be for Yahir Contera, who said first. Well, Yahir, if I said your name wrong, I apologize. Send me a message on Discord. I will get you for a free month of a VIP. I appreciate the love and support from everybody. I am doing the same giveaway on our Instagram every single day now. I'm giving you guys a free slip with a free chance to win. The way I do it on Instagram is I give you a free slip. If the free slip misses, I pick a random comment to win on Instagram. Now, the way to win on Instagram is you have to like the video, you have to share the video to at least one person, and then you have to leave a comment. So if you guys want to do that on Instagram, you have another chance at free VIP. That's 2 free chances every single day. Go follow us on Instagram, Ryan Fantasy Aces. You guys can see it under my cam right now. That's my Instagram handle. But go follow us there. But you're here, send me a message. I got you a free month. And if you guys do want to get all of our plays, link to our WAP is down in the description. It's $10 a week or $25 a month, which is less than $1 a day. You get every single play we post. So insanely good value. The community you get for $25 a month alone, even if I didn't post slips, I personally think it's worth it myself, and I might be a little bit biased, but it is what it is. But anyways, guys, link for the WAP is down in the description. So what we're going to start out with, guys, is going to be the Valkyries versus the Sparks, WNBA. I've got 2 props that I like. Now, this game's a little bit tough. There's not a lot of props to choose from, especially on Parlay Play, but I did take this. They have a boosted line, and 250 for 527, I really like to play. Before we jump into this slip, I do want to say if you want a free month of premium or VIP, other than leaving a comment on the video, you can sign up for any partnered app. The one I recommend the most is Parlay Play. Parlay Play has a lot of good value. They've been struggling with baseball lately, I won't lie, but they do have value on baseball other than pitching outs that we've been locking in, and it's been giving us some pretty good wins. So anyways, you can sign up for Parlay Play, Better, NOVIG, Dabble, Chalkboard, Underdog, or Sleeper. Any of those 7 apps get you a free month. Use our code, make the minimum deposit, let me know, and I get you guys added. But let's go ahead and look at our free first pick of the day. And you guys didn't see that. But anyways, pick number 1. So I'm going to delete this square right here. It's going to be for Darica Hamby. So coming over here to Parlay Play, we are going to swap it to WNBA, and we're going to look at Darica Hamby. So they just had her as a boosted play. So it should come back as a promo. It was a promo. It's boosted to 1.48x for Darica Hamby. And I will say, Parlay Play watches my account. Every time I lock in a boost, the promo goes away for a little bit. So just be careful, be wary. But they had Derek Hamby at 14.5 points for a 1.48x, which you guys will see here in a minute when I'll show you what the slip value is without the boost. But at a 1.5x for this play, I really like the line. So we got the Sparks versus the Valkyries. We already know that. Let's pull Hamby up over on OUTLIER. You guys can get a free trial of OUTLIER using code or with my link down in the description, free 7 days. But anyways, points, her original line 16.5. We get it at 14.5. She's cashed 7 of 10 games. She's cashed 6 of 9 on the season, averaging 18 points per game on the season. Head-to-head versus the Valkyries. She's cashed it 1 of her last 2. She did hook it that 1 game. So last game, she had 25 points. Absolutely dominated. Shot 16 shots. Shot 56% for the season so far. She has shot 13 field goal attempts per game on average, averaging 52% field goal percentage, which is pretty dang good. So Hamby's been killing it. Going against the middle of the pack defense in terms of points allowed, I think she cashes this. I mean, not really much more to say about Derek Hamby. She cashed out last time, had 20 points versus the Wings. This is a little bit tougher of a game in terms of matchup wise, but I do think she comes out here, has a good game. Injury news: they got Cameron Brink out, they got Ray Burrow out, and then you can see the Valkyries have Tiffany Hayes with Cecilia Zendalacini. I guess that's how you say her name. But she's out, I think, playing in another league, so it's not anything to do with injuries. But anyways, like this play for Derek Hamby. I've got her locked in, as you guys can already see, as her first pick for WNBA, if you guys do want to tell the prop. So jumping into our second play for WNBA, delete, we have Veronica Burton, which you guys honestly saw a minute ago already. So I took Burton over points allowed as well. I took her at 11.5 points, and I'll show you guys this slip is locked in live. This is my account. You can see 250 to win 527. It is locked in here. This is not financial advice by any means. I'm not telling you should lock in this slip. But if you want to, the odds are here. Veronica Burton as pick number 2. So coming over here, let me swap back. Derek Hamby. And her boost should come back soon with 11.5. If you don't have the boost, the payout's 482 instead of 527. So a $40 difference, which is a pretty big difference, which you guys can see why I'm playing it on Parlay Play, which I highly recommend everybody at least have the app, because if you do, then you can obviously compare odds across apps. And that's the way I do it. I have like 6 different apps to play on, and I compare odds. I try to find the odds that are the best, and then I try to play that slip on the platform that has the best odds. Or if some platforms offer different plays, like CHALKBOARD offer some plays that other platforms don't have, so I have CHALKBOARD for that, which you guys will see here in just a minute. But these are my 2 plays for WNBA that I like. We'll go ahead and pull Veronica Burton up. Points, 11.5. She's cashed 6 of her last 10. She's cashed it 6 of 8 games on the season. Now, looking at her minutes, she's averaging 28 minutes per game. Some of these games she's getting well over 30. Like I said, they do have 2 injuries, or 2 players out, 1 injury, and then 1's non-injury related with Tiffany Hayes and then Cecilia Zendalacini. But anyways, playing against the Sparks. Sparks have a bottom 3 defense in terms of points allowed. Very fast paced, give up 84 points per game. Perfect matchup for Veronica Burton. I think she comes out here, drops at least 12 points. You can see how well she's been scoring. She's averaging 13 points per game. There's a couple of games she only had 1 bucket, but I don't think that's going to happen again. She's averaging 9 field goal attempts per game. The 2 that she only had 2 points, she shot 0 for 4, and then she shot 1 for 7. So really, really bad field goal games. She's averaging 38% on the season, which is pretty freaking terrible. I'm not going to lie. But versus the Sparks, I'm expecting her to come up here. Now, come up with a little bit better field goal percentage. Now, if you look at her history versus the Sparks, she's averaging pretty much 3 points per game. But if you look at minutes, 3 minutes, 10 minutes, 8 minutes, 16 minutes, 17 minutes. So her minutes were so low, you can't really look at the history. Look at her only game where she played close to 30 minutes, and she cashed this line, which is from this season. She did play 17 minutes back earlier in the season, but like I said, they're missing a couple players. Her minutes are up, and I think she gets us 12 points. So that's my opinion on this game. If you want to fade Veronica, I wouldn't blame you, but I do like this play, and I got her locked in, as you guys have already seen. So for our next play, we're going to be jumping over to CHALKBOARD. So I actually have 3 baseball plays that I really like. Now, I like this slip. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys this slip is slightly, it is going to be slightly sweaty, and this could go either way. So play light on this. Don't nuke it by any means, but I do really like this slip. So let's go ahead and pull up our first baseball play that I like. So the first baseball play is going to be our 2-pitcher win. So I got 2 wins, which I locked in right now, and this slate is a little bit ugly, like I said. So the first one I'm taking is going to be Chris Sale over 0.5 pitcher wins. It's a 1.8x value. Atlanta is playing against the Milwaukee Brewers. This is a tough matchup. ATL has struggled this season. I'm a Braves fan. Most of you guys already know that. It is a tough matchup. They're playing in Milwaukee, so not at home. Home field advantage has been pretty big this season so far. Chris Sale he's obviously one of Atlanta's better pitchers. I like Sale and Strider, probably my two favorite pitchers for the Braves. Strider struggled a little bit coming off injuries and stuff, but Chris Sale, he's not a bad pitcher by any means. So let's pull Chris Sale up. I have Chris Sale going 6 innings. So if you guys want to play his 17.5 pitching outs, you can do that as well. I'm going to pull up his outs. His line is 18.5 on some platforms. Some platforms you can get 17.5, which we actually locked in already. If you look at him this season, he's catched at 6 of 13 games. What I'm going to do is put this at 14.5 because for a pitcher win, you have to go 5 innings. So as long as he goes 5 innings, he's well eligible for a win. For 5 innings, he's cashed 77% of games, which is 10 of 13 on the season. Lots of games he's won a full 7 innings. Going against the Brewers, his record is 3-4 on the season with a 2.93 ERA and a 1.24 WHIP, 11.7 strikeouts per 9 innings. So he is a very high strikeout pitcher. Sales fantasy is another good play. But if you look at him head-to-head versus the Brewers, 1 of 2 games he went 5 innings. Back in 2024, he did have 1 game where he only went 14 innings, or 14 pitching outs, But if you look at the matchup for the Brewers are top 15 offense in the league. So a little bit better than what we want. They have a 242 average, a 313 on-base percentage, and a 670 OPS. So they're not a bad hitting team. They're decent. They're not an amazing team. They're not a Yankees or a Dodgers or anything like that. But I do think Sale gives us at least 5 innings. I like that play a lot. I think he gets us the win, man. Braves have been pretty decent offensively. They give up some really bad, had some pretty bad games, ending the games and stuff like that. But I do think they get a dub tonight versus Milwaukee, especially going against Savali. Savali is another reason that I took this line. Savali's 1-1 on the season, but he has a 5.19 ERA and a 1.27 WHIP. So what I'm going to do is pull Savali up, and we're going to take a look at him versus this Braves offense. So Savali, we're just going to go over 14.5. So for the season, he's only been 5 innings in two of his 4 games. So head-to-head data, there's none for the Braves. If you come down here, look at the Braves offense, 249 batting average, 325 on-base percentage. So top 10 in terms of on-base percentage for the season so far. Have a 712 OPS, which is pretty good. So the Braves are a decent hitting team. I don't think Savali's going to have a really good game. I can see the Braves lighting him up. Now, Savali could come out here and pitch lights out. There's definitely a possibility. But regardless, the way he's played this season so far, giving up so many runs, I think the Braves are going to hit well off of him. I think Sale's going to have a good game. So that being said, if Sale goes 5 innings, Savali gets lit up, he should come out here with a pitcher win, which is why I locked him in as our first play of the day. So jumping into our second pitcher win of the day, going over to the Philly side of thing, I'm taking Zach Wheeler over pitching wins, 2.12x. Now this is the one that's a little bit scarier in my opinion than the Atlanta play. Philly is playing against the Cubs. Now looking at this game, I'm pretty sure Philly is Philly's at home versus the Cubs. So like I said, home field advantage has been really well so far this season. It's played a big role. Now, Zach Wheeler, obviously one of the best pitchers in the league. Zach Wheeler is good. He has struggled, I think, a few games this season. We're going to bring his line down to 14.5 because, like I said, you got to have 5 innings to win in baseball. So looking at this, 12 of 12 games this season, 100% of games, he has pitched at least 5 innings. He has a long leash. He's pitched over 100 pitches in over half the games, getting close to 110 pitches in a lot of these games. So Zach Wheeler's got one of the longest leashes in baseball. He's pitching 7 innings a lot of these. Head-to-head versus the Cubs, he went 6 full innings his last game. It's another play. If you want to play Zach Wheeler over 17.5, you could lock in the pitching outs. I like that play as well. Zach Wheeler 6-2 on the season with a 2.96 ERA. He has a .92 WHIP, which means he's been dealing a lot of these games too. 11 strikeouts per 9 innings. He's a very high strikeout pitcher. And then versus the Cubs. The Cubs versus a right-handed pitcher. One of the best offenses in baseball. 261 batting average, a 333 on-base percentage, and a 778 slugging percentage, which is really, really good. But Zach Wheeler is the top 95th percentile in terms of WHIP, 97th percentile in terms of Ks, and 73rd percentile in terms of ERA. So he's a really good pitcher. Could be a tough matchup, obviously, but I think Zach Wheeler gets his 5 or 6 innings, and I think he does. I don't think he gives up a lot of earned runs. So looking at the Cubs are pitching Boyd. Boyd is 5-3 with a 3.02 ERA and a 1.19 WHIP. Boyd is a good pitcher. He's not a bad, he's a mid pitcher. He's not amazing, but he's not bad by any means. He's a left-handed pitcher. It can be a tough matchup. He hasn't been bad this season at all with a 3.02 ERA, which is what makes this line scary. You got a good Cubs offense, a decent pitcher, versus a good Phillies offense and a good pitcher. So for me, I like Wheeler better. I like the matchup at home. I think Wheeler cashes us out, but I could see this going either way. If you wanted to take Boyd for a win, now let's go and pull Boyd up. We're going to look at him versus the Phillies. So he went 15 innings and 15 outs in 11 of 12 games on the season. He only missed one game versus the Reds. Head to head, there's no data versus Philly. He just went 22 pitching outs versus Washington. We've already looked at the stats this season, looking at Philly versus left-handed pitcher. Philly's a top 10 offense. Like I said, Philly is another very good offense. 253 batting average, 323 on-base percentage, and a 730 OPS going against a good pitcher, or a decent pitcher, and Matthew Boyd, who has a top 56 percentile in WHIP and then a top 71st percentile in ERA. So I think the Phillies are going to be able to hit off of him. I don't think he's going to go a shutout game or anything like that. So I like Wheeler better than Boyd. I like the Phillies offense just as much as the Cubs for the most part. And I think they come out here and I think they get another dub tonight with Wheeler leading to that victory. So that's why I locked him in. Like I said, these are two risky plays. Pitcher wins are tough. That's why they pay out so well. You got a double or a two-man slip right now for a 4X, which is $284 for 75. So you can straight bet these on sports books, which you could lock in if you wanted to do that instead. That way you don't have to have both of them hitting. But I do like both these plays to win. I think both of them cash. Now, if you guys wanted to lock in pitching outs, pull it up on Prizepicks. Pitching outs. So, for example, dang, everything got bumped. So you might have to lock these in on Chalkboard. I know you can get 17.5 on Chalkboard for Sale and Wheeler, which I did lock in Chris Sale on Chalkboard as well at 17.5. But another play that I really like is Emerson Hancock for the Mariners. The Mariners versus Arizona. I like him to go 5 innings. So let's pull that up. That was the last play I was going to give. I don't have a free slip with it, but I did lock him in on Chalkboard over 14.5. So this season, he's cashed this line 8 of 10 games. He went under versus the Padres, then went under versus the Tigers in his first game. He's averaging 79 pitches per game. His leash isn't very long. He can get around 90. He got around 90 versus the Orioles his last game. Looking at this, they're playing against Arizona. Arizona's a tough game. He has a 5.18 ERA, 2-2 on the season with a 147 WHIP. So Hancock is not a good pitcher. Head-to-head versus Arizona last season, he went a full 6 innings. So they're going against a top 10 offense, top 5 offense pretty much versus right-handed pitchers. It is a tough matchup. He should go 5 innings in my opinion, and that's why I locked this in. If you guys just wanted to lock it in, it's like a 1.5x on Chalkboard. If you wanted to lock it in, it is there. But anyways, guys, those are our free plays for today. So let's do a little recap. We got Derek Hamby over 14.5 points. Veronica Burton over 11.5 points for our WNBA slip. And then we have Chris Sale and Zach Wheeler both over pitcher wins for our Chalkboard slip. If you guys don't like the pitcher wins, please let me know down in the comments. They're a little bit higher payout, a little bit more risky, but you can also run these money lines. So if you like Philly's money line or the Braves money line, this also gives you that play as well. So you're technically getting 4 plays off those 2 picks, but regardless, like I said, they're going to be a little bit sweaty. I hope you guys have an awesome day. I hope you cash every slip. Make sure you guys leave a like and a comment. Go follow us on Instagram. Go follow my fight channel. Link to that is down in the description. I'll be dropping MMA picks this week on my fight channel. It's called The Fight Ace, which a link is posted. But anyways, hope you guys cash everything, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video after hopefully we get that sweep.